Hey YouTube, decided to do a little demo on this Friedman Pink Toggle version 2. I am not a professional, as you can probably tell from doing these videos. I don't do very many of them, but every now and then something comes up and I feel maybe I could add something to what I don't see out there. The main thing with this amp that I find people seem to think, myself included at one point, I thought that this would be an overly bright amp, and it's not. Things like that. The amount of gain that it has is another question. I think all these things, depending on your environment, changes. So that's what I'm going to try to lay out here. I haven't recorded the song that is going to be at the beginning of this, but hopefully that'll give you a better idea also as to how this amp sounds. The IR that I'm using for this, and it's very important to note which IRs you are using. I'm going to have 3 different types that I'll be sharing so you can hear the differences. This one that I'm using is the Pete Thorn Dyne cab from 2 Notes. It's the black one. I bought that one specifically. That was my favorite one from his pack. And so that's what you're hearing right now. I have 2 others. I have a V30 from Michael Nielsen, Big Hairy Cabs. I have a one from a Selection pack that is another one that Pete used to use way back when. It's a high gain Selection Greenback 4x12 high gain, all in. Talking about the amp, so the amp has a very basic layout. It's 1 channel, and it's bass, middle, treble, master, and gain. It has 3 other switches. The main one, I guess, would be the gain structure switch, which is 3 position. The middle position, which is the lowest gain setting. Down is the second most gain, and then all the way up is the highest gain. And this is the position 2 of the gain. Here's position 3. That's got quite a bit of gain. I do have a reverb pedal, by the way, on, just to give it a little bit of ambience. That was on the highest gain, so it's got tons of gain. Let there be no question. It has tons of gain. And that's not even with the SAT switch on. One important thing to note, what you hear recorded sounds very different in the way of gain and how much gain it sounds like it has and it feels. These are very, very different things when you hear it coming out of a cab versus through an IR and getting recorded. I can't stress that enough. Usually what you hear recorded sounds like it has higher amount of gain than what you hear in the room. I don't know why that is. I just know that it is. Because when I was playing this with the lowest gain, which is this one, that sounds like it has quite a bit of gain. And it cleans up really nice, even without touching the volume knob. And that is again in the middle position gain switch. The gain is on 10, by the way, but we're talking, I mean, that sounds like it has a lot of gain. But if I play through the speaker in the room, to me, when I hear it, it doesn't have near the amount of gain that you hear here. I don't know why that is, but that's just a fact. So just keep that in mind when you are listening and you're hearing these reviews back. For some reason, that seems to be the case. Another thing about this amp that I have it set actually a little bit bright. That's the way I like it. It's nice to cut through a mix. It's got plenty of bass. I don't think there's any. I mean, I can go here and turn. I like it with the treble up. Gives me a little bit of that more plexi-ish kind of sound. Not really. Yes, sort of, kind of, maybe. I don't know. But that's what I like. So I don't think it's overly bright. I have cranked the cabinet in the room, and you just have to adjust the EQ accordingly. That's all. It's going to be different, obviously, than at bedroom level. A SAT switch for saturation, which I guess brings in a clipping circuit and reduces the overall volume, compresses it more. I hardly use this switch, to be quite honest. I like the openness of the amp. That is one thing about this amp. It is very, very open. I usually keep it on the toggle down, which is the second highest gain. And keep the fat switch off. That's the other switch I forgot to mention. The fat switch is great to just a straight EQ lift for the bass, some frequency in the bass. When you have a single coil guitar, a Strat or a Tele. I also have a Schecter that seems to be a little bit lacking in the bass response. So I flick that switch on with that guitar, and it just takes care of business. So here's the single coil Tele Square. Little thin, right? So hit the fat switch. There you go. Anyways, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you can take it for what it is, from a non-professional to everybody out there. If this finds some use to you, then please like, subscribe, and I might even do a comparison between the JD Junior and this one. So if anybody's interested in hearing it, I'll do it. Thanks. Take care.